Okay, I'm going to let my Screencastify go here. See if I can make a recording of this. Meanwhile, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn on this slideshow. Oh, the wrong way. There's a way to turn this one on. Otherwise, the slideshow. Yeah, that does it. Can I write on that? If I can write on it. If I click, it goes to the next one. I think I got to undo what I just did. How do I do that? Escape. Yep. I think I can do it this way. Okay. Contractions. One use of commas is to show where there's missing letters. All right, when we're talking, we say can't, I can't do it. So we got to figure out a way to write that, right? So I can't do it really means I cannot do it. So the way that we would write it is we would put the apostrophe in where the missing letters are. There's an O missing right here. So in fact, there's an extra N and an O missing there. So that's where the apostrophe would go, right there. Same thing with did not. The way we would say it, I didn't do it. I didn't want any. Right? How do we write that? We would write that with the apostrophe there where the letter is missing. The letter is missing right there. So that's where the apostrophe would go. Same thing with they are. This is a tough one for the texting generation. They are is missing letters. They are turns into there. So the A is missing. They're right there, there, and it really means they are. They apostrophe are. Now, there sounds exactly like there, which is a pronoun, and it sounds exactly like there, which is a place. So anytime you see there with an apostrophe, it means they are. Anytime you want to write they are, you've got to put the apostrophe in because it's missing a letter. I will turns into I'll because it's missing letters. See what happens if I go there? It does. Nice. Oh, it doesn't erase my writing. How do I do that? I turn this one around. There we go. Okay. The way we're going to focus on today is the use of the apostrophe to show possession. Something owns something. So if you have a house and it belongs to Joe, okay, the house belongs to Joe. So whose house is it? It's Joe's house. So the apostrophe shows that Joe owns the house. Right? The house that belongs to Joe is Joe's house. All right, bless you. So notice in this sentence, if we say the house belongs to Joe, there is no apostrophe. But if we get rid of this part where we're talking about belonging to, we could say Joe's house. See the way we can shorten that? So the dish belonging to the dog, so there's a dish that belongs to the dog becomes the dog's dish. Notice dog here is D-O-G, and here the apostrophe goes after dog. It becomes the dish, the dog's dish. The fish belongs to the dog. The next one, the book belonging to the student. Again, we figure out student is the owner, and the thing being owned is the book, and that's all we have left over. We bring those over here and we say students with the apostrophe book. The apostrophe always goes after the owner. All you have to do is figure out who the owner is. If you had did it backwards, you said the car's tires. So you've got tires and you've got car. So the tires belong to the car, right? So the car is the owner and the tires is what being owned. Same thing here. A guy's name is James. Where the heck do we put the apostrophe? Here we put it after James. So the owner must be James. The phone belongs to this person named James. If I had, let's see where the phone belongs to James. If I had put it the other way, James, and put the apostrophe here, James phone, I'm saying that the phone belongs to this person named James, because the apostrophe goes after the owner. Maybe the guy's name is James, and it would be James' phone. But most likely the person's name is James, and so the apostrophe goes after the person's name. If you had a bed for two dogs have a bed. Two dogs have a bed. The apostrophe is going to go after dogs. Dog's bed. Apostrophe is going to go here. If you had one dog, if you had the bed for one dog, notice the owner is just dog. So it would be the dog apostrophe S bed. Notice you can tell the owner here is two dogs because the apostrophe goes after, and the owner there is one dog because the apostrophe goes after. Any questions? Okay. Oh, need to get rid of the whole thing again. So where does the apostrophe go? Apostrophe always goes after the owner. You figure out how to spell the owner, and then the apostrophe goes after that. So going back to our explanations, who's the owner? The house belonged to Joe. Joe's the owner. The dish belonged to dog. Dog is the owner. The book belonging to the student. Student is the owner. Tires belonging to the car. Car is the owner. Phone belongs to James. James is the owner. The bed for two dogs are the owner. So therefore the apostrophe would go after the owner, and they would then possess the thing. So Joe would possess the house, and so on. Okay, so you got to figure out who the owner is and what's being possessed. Any questions? None. Get rid of this. One thing I need to clarify is there are things called pronouns. You know, if I said I, or you, or he, or she, or it, okay? Those are pronouns standing for something else. And there are things that are possessive pronouns. If I said, where is his bicycle? Okay, his is already possessive. His bicycle. I already know we're talking about something that belongs to him. Okay, something he owns. Whose purse is that? That purse is hers. Whose house is that? That house is theirs. This one is mine, and that one is yours. Let's see, the bicycle lost its tire. That one is ours. These are already possessive. You don't then turn around and put apostrophes in his. You don't go H-I apostrophe S and A-I-T apostrophe S and O-U-R apostrophe S. They're already possessive. You don't need an apostrophe in hers. It's not hers is, it's hers without the apostrophe. So these do not get apostrophes. They're already possessive. The only one I think that's going to give you any big trouble is this one. It's, okay? It's, sometimes you see it with an apostrophe and sometimes you don't. When it doesn't have an apostrophe, it's a possessive pronoun. So the real question is, do you write it's without the apostrophe? Or do you write it's with the apostrophe? And the answer is that it's with the apostrophe is always missing a letter. Anytime you see it's, it really stands for it is. It's always equals it is. It's missing a letter. It's with an apostrophe is never possessive. Just remember that. It's with an apostrophe is always missing a letter. Okay, questions? Enough out of me. See that little video, even though I'm not sure anyone would ever use it.